There's a fire that lives inside every one of us. For some, it's a spark. For others, it's an inferno. It's called hunger. The relentless desire to become more, to achieve more, to rise beyond what you were yesterday. Every story of success begins with this hunger. Not luck, not talent, not even opportunity, but hunger. The deep, burning refusal to settle for less than what you're capable of becoming. The difference between the successful and the average is not intelligence or resources. It's appetite. The hungry person will always find a way, because when you're truly hungry, excuses lose their flavor. But hunger isn't permanent. It fades if you don't feed it. And in a world of comfort, distractions, and instant gratification, staying hungry has become one of the hardest things to do. That's why today I want you to remember this. Success doesn't come to those who kind of want it. It comes to those who can't sleep until they get it. Because the moment you stop being hungry, you start losing ground. Let's begin with the truth. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. The moment life becomes too easy, you stop pushing. You stop improving, and slowly, you drift into mediocrity. The world around you will tell you to relax, to take it easy, to be content. But the word content has destroyed more dreams than failure ever could. You must understand, growth and comfort can't live in the same space. If you want to rise, you must be willing to stay uncomfortable. Because hunger lives in the struggle, not in the safety. Think of the lion. When it's hungry, it's sharp, focused, and deadly. But when it's full, it sleeps. That's the difference between the people who keep winning and the ones who fade. The winners stay hungry. And how do you keep that hunger alive? It starts with vision. You need a goal so clear, so powerful, that it wakes you up in the morning and keeps you restless at night. A goal that burns so vividly in your mind that no distraction can dim it. Write your goals. Visualize them. See yourself already living that success, and let that picture feed your hunger. Because when your vision is clear, your motivation becomes automatic. The next truth is simple yet powerful. Desire transforms you. When you truly want something, not just with your mind, but with your soul, it changes everything about you, your habits, your mindset, your energy. The hungry don't complain about circumstances. They create new ones. They don't wait for chances, they make them. They don't talk about limits, they test them. Because hunger is not about where you are. It's about what burns inside you. Now, once you have that hunger, you must feed it daily. Every single day, do something that brings you closer to your dream. Even if it's small, even if no one notices. Action feeds hunger, inaction starves it. When you move, when you take steps, no matter how small, your inner fire grows stronger. Read something that inspires you. Surround yourself with success stories. Listen to those who lift you higher, not those who pull you down. And remember, every day you choose comfort, your fire fades just a little bit more. The next step to staying hungry is this: choose challenge over comfort. Growth happens when you step into discomfort. When you try something you've never done before. When you take a risk, when you face fear head on. The most successful people are not the most comfortable. They are the most courageous. They've learned to use pain as fuel, not as an excuse. And that takes discipline. Discipline is the meal of champions. It's not exciting. It's not glamorous. But it's what keeps your hunger alive long after motivation fades. When your mind tells you to rest, discipline tells you to rise. When your body says enough, discipline whispers, a little more. When life tests you, discipline reminds you who you are. The hungriest people in the world are not those who always feel motivated. They're the ones who keep moving even when they don't. Now, let's talk about the people around you. Your environment can either feed your hunger or starve it. Surround yourself with those who make you think bigger, dream louder, and work harder. Stay close to those who push you forward, not those who hold you back. Energy is contagious, so protect yours fiercely. If you spend your time around people who've lost their fire, soon you'll lose yours too. But if you spend it around those who burn with ambition, you'll never run out of fuel. Still, even the hungriest warriors face burnout. So how do you reignite your hunger when the fire fades? You remember why you started. Go back to the pain that drove you. The moment you decided you'd had enough, remember the people you're doing it for. Your family, your future, your dreams. Revisit your purpose and the fire will return stronger. Sometimes, you don't need new motivation. You just need a reminder of your mission. And that brings us to the final truth. The climb never ends. Success isn't a destination. It's a state of hunger that never goes away. The best never stop. They're always learning, growing, evolving, because they understand that the moment you think you've arrived, you start to decline. Stay hungry, stay curious, stay humble. The mountain of success has no top, only higher peaks. And every time you reach one, there's another waiting. So don't just chase success. Chase the hunger that drives it. Because the hungry never wait for the perfect moment. They create it. They never say, one day. They say, day one. They never stop climbing. Because the fire inside them burns too bright to settle. And that's the fire you must protect. That's the hunger that will make you unstoppable. So today, look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you still hungry? If the answer is yes, feed that fire. Feed it with effort. Feed it with sacrifice. Feed it with the belief that you are meant for more. Because once you learn to stay hungry, you'll never starve for success again.